Hello, I'm doing the commentary over the gag reel because originally it was just a Weird Al Yankovic song. So, after Title Pending came out, I got all fired up to try handling my own project, direction, choreography, and everything. In 2001, I had been training capoeira for 3 years and was basically at my peak in terms of the amount of training, traveling, and doing workshops and things. So the short mainly was an effort to use capoeira in kind of Hong Kong style choreography. Ricky Lawson II, whom I know as Melandro, he's my closest friend in our group, and he needed no convincing to help me out. And Whitney and Jamel, or Pineda and Shango respectively, were also very prominent members from our group, and we were all hanging out all the time, so they were in the intro and ending. Shango, of course, stars in Damn 2 and 4. The title of Damn just alludes to a list of ideas for shorts I had, and they all ended with somebody saying damn, and that's all there was to it. I had 12 shorts in mind that were to be shot whenever, and that's why Damns 1 through 4 were presented out of order. And notice I really couldn't take a hit back then because I weighed like 130 pounds or something. This short was entirely shot in my hometown of Hercules. The first half of it was shot in front of a Thrifty's, which has long since been demolished. The second half was in Refugio Valley Park. We shot for 2 days in April of 2001, about 5.5 hours each day. With this short, I established early that my style is to do as much of the choreography ahead of time as possible to make sure we get the most done when we're rolling. The intro and ending were shot in Oakland in about 10 minutes. We shot it using a Sharp ViewCam 8mm camcorder that belonged to my parents, and we shot Damn 2 and 4 on the same camera because all the Damn shorts, the first 3 of them, they were all shot just a few months apart. And obviously we hadn't figured out how to handle sound effects yet. Here's a fun fact. The soundtrack was created by Shango, also known as James Linden, also known as DJ X, using MTV Music Generator for the PlayStation 1. I don't remember how he got the music off of the game. He must have run the audio cables to a stereo that could have recorded onto cassette or something. Times were tough. Camera work was done by my friend Davis. He's the guy who shows up now and again in the white shirt and pants. And we go back to at least 6th grade. I wrangled him into it because he was pretty much my only close friend who had not moved away for college yet. And amazingly, he turned out to be a complete natural at handling a camera. Like, I hadn't thought about it before I asked him to do it, but he just framed everything more or less perfectly, and we never did more than a few takes. And in regards to the infamous car hit, like the fire stunt in Title Pending, I gotta say, kids, don't get intentionally hit by cars. Don't do it. I had Davis hit me at about 10 miles an hour, and needless to say, the window breaking wasn't anything I expected because I was 20 years old and an imbecile. And we only had one camera, so we didn't get a clear shot of the break, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, here in retrospect is one of those shots we should have gotten, which was a good close-up of the tape being completely wrecked, but in the end, I suppose it doesn't really matter that much. And here's Shango doing the title reaction. Damn. So back to the car hit. I paid for Davis's new windshield immediately. Davis and I were both going to Diablo Valley College at the time, so I drove him around for a couple of days until his car was fixed. Also, Davis is a major reason why I got into choreography in the first place, because in 9th grade, he showed me Once Upon a Time in China and Drunken Master 2 on Laserdisc. That left a huge impression. I also got a VHS copy of Project A that year and wore that out, and everything changed. If you want to see what Melandro's up to, you can check out his Instagram on that site. He never stopped training capoeira, and basically he's just always been a great guy and one of those unsung pillars of the community, none of which is surprising. Also, of course, you see plenty more Melandro in Dam 2 and Dam 4. Anyway, this was a fun chunk of my personal history. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Check out zgmain.com for more action that you may have missed from our pre-YouTube heyday.